Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, I got the James Charles palette from Ulta. I got it today at lunch, but I'm just now editing this video. So here we go. This is the little packaging. I always say little, I don't know why. But it comes with the little flap. I don't really know how I feel about the flap with the names. I wish they would just put the names underneath the... Ooh, I almost lost my laptop, y'all. But I feel like they should put the names underneath the pans. But that's just me, you know. I don't have a palette yet, you know. I'm just starting off with the Morphe base. James suggested that we use this first. I mean, I always do a primer anyway. And I'm just going in with that pink shade. I don't know the names of them. And I'm not about to get up to go get that sliver of paper, plastic. I'm just packing that pink on. Really packing it in. I've been hearing, well, I know pressed pigments and loose pigments are different, but the pressed ones in this palette, you really have to like press them on and then blend them out. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye, but you know, I'm not going to show that part. I'm just making sure I brought it up. Well, I guess I am going to show that part. I'm not going to show the whole eye, both sides. I know that. I'm just getting it to the same level of vibrancy, trying to stick to that V shape. Packing it on and blending it, packing it on, blending it. I'm just blending out the edges, not necessarily the inside color. And when I do swirl it around in my pan, I make sure I dust off the excess so there's no fallout. Even though I don't have foundation on. This is that purple shade. I'm just creating that false cut crease. I'm still going to cut the crease. I'm not going to cut it with the actual, you know, concealer. I'm just going to use that primer base to kind of mute out some of the shades. And I'm going to blend. This side was a little bit trickier. I think also because I was pressed for time. I was getting ready for Thanksgiving. And I was just building up that purple, blending it out. This is one of those pressed pigments, I believe, so it was a little harder to just get that color to show up. And I'm just adding that pink because I diffused a lot of that pink by buffing it out. And then I totally almost erased all of that purple, but don't worry, I'm going to go back after I cut crease and define that line just a little bit more with that purple. So I was getting frustrated with this eye because it just was not cooperating with me. My left side is always a struggle side. I'm right-handed, so maybe that has something to do with it. Anyways, I just stopped so I could carve out my brows. I was just totally over it at that point. And I was just like, you know what? Let me just move on. So I am taking my mini Anastasia brow pencil in deep brown, dark brown. I'm just carving out my brows. You know, a little stress relief, a little woosah. So I can collect my thoughts and get back to this eye look. I'm also trying to figure out what eyeshadow I want to use from this palette on my lid anyway. That's also what happens when you have 39 different colors to choose from. You don't know which one to choose from. That might just be me though, you know. Right here, I'm just about to start cutting out that crease. I'm using the Morphe eyeshadow base, eyeshadow lid primer. I'm just making like almost like a half moon, and I'm gonna have it, you know, wing out. So it's like a peekaboo with that purple. It's getting that line sharp. Getting it as sharp as I can, so when I have to go touch it up, I'm not gonna have to do all that crazy stuff. So I'm just filling that in a little bit so that color that I'm about to apply has something to stick to. And it's going to be that shimmer, foily, orange, copper type pigment. As you can see right here, it's going on very nicely. Sorry if y'all hear something in the background. It is my heater because it decided to be freezing today in Atlanta. And your girl is off today and she is bundled up. Literally the only thing sticking out the blanket right now are my toes because they got hot. And that's the fastest way that I can cool down. So I just popped on my lashes from Tarte. They are Heartbreakers. They just look like I'm about to break somebody's heart, which I'm not, because I'm a sweetheart. Y'all already know that I'm using, and I love my Tint Idol from Lancome in the shade 510. 24-hour wear, sweatproof, all that kind of stuff. Sweatproof. All that good stuff. Oil free. I like mattes. I like dewy foundations. It really doesn't matter because I'm going to set my face anyway. And I forgot to, sharpen up that wing since I'm not going to do a liner, so I just want it to be as precise as possible. So I'm just finishing up and putting my foundation everywhere. My dark spots mainly. My burn is healing up nicely. I'm about to start a little series. I got this dark spot corrector I'm trying out. And we're going to see how rapid the dark spot is covered up. Or corrected, not covered up. This foundation does a good job at covering it, but most of the time I just like to let it breathe. You see how I mostly covered it up? I didn't want to cover it up too much. Oh, the heat. Let me shut off. This is just some highlighter. Fenty Kilowatt. And now I'm dusting Becca Rose Gold highlighter right on top with the small tapered brush from MORPHE. And I'm putting it right in the center of the Fenty Kilowatt. And I put my Kilowatt on with a beauty blender. And I set my face with All Nighter setting spray. Now I'm taking out my Bantu knots. And I'm sorry to say this, but I lost the footage at the end. So I hope you guys enjoy this look as it is. And I also lost the pictures. Yay me. But I will be doing another tutorial shortly.